We're here today at Barber Motorsport Park in Birmingham, Alabama at this fantastic Mustang Club of America event. And I'm here with Ford Heacock to tell us a little bit about insurance, because you're a little bit unconventional when it comes to insurance.
Well, these cars are really valuable today. Many of these early Mustangs can get to be quite expensive, and they represent the passion of owning a collector car over the years. And so we're here to provide and offer collector car insurance, which is designed specifically for the car hobby. And it's for cars that are limited in their use, they're protected in their environment, they generally live in a garage. And the owner's passionate about this car. He either grew up with it or grew up admiring this car, as a teenager. Now he's got the means to acquire one, or he's restored it, so he's really got a vested emotional interest in this car. And so as a result, our rates are quite low. We're able to offer collector car insurance at about half or less than family auto insurance.
And is it limited to just classic cars?
Well, when a lot of times people think a classic car is an old car. Well, for us, a classic car can also be a modern car. Ford GT or a Shelby GT 500, that's a new model car. If it lives a collector car life, we'll recognize that as a collector car and insure it on our collector car insurance.
And you're endorsed as well by the Mustang Association of America.
Yes, we are. We're endorsed by the Mustang Club of America because we will do the new model Mustangs as well as the vintage Mustangs. We're also endorsed by the Shelby American Auto Club, SAC, and the SVTOA Club, which is also another Ford organization. I don't know if my name being Ford has anything to do with that or not.
And this is accessible to anyone across the United States?
It is. We're national, and we have about 2,000 independent agents across the country.
How do you find your customers receive you?
Well, it's kind of a love fest, and Stacy likes to say she's their new best friend when they find her, because we're talking about something that people are passionate about. We're able to save them money, we're able to give them better coverage, because collector car insurance provides agreed value insurance coverage, so that we agree with you on the value of the car at the time we insure it. So if there's ever a total loss, and we hope there's not, but if there is, we're prepared to write a check for the amount we've insured the car for.
You've been around, what, 20 years now?
Well, we've been in the collector car business for 20 years. We've been in the insurance business for 85 years. My grandfather started our business in Sebring, Florida, which is where I grew up. So I was around the car hobby as a kid and a teenager. I was in the garages and the pits, lusting after these cars when I was growing up. So I was, actively in the scene. And so today, we're still in the hobby. We host a car show of our own. We're out at events. I collect cars myself. So we're really active in this. We're passionate about this hobby just like you are.
And unlike a lot of other insurance companies, you haven't had to raise your rates in years.
Well, it's because collectors take such great care of their cars. We've never had to raise our rates. In fact, we charge less today for collector car insurance than we did 20 years ago.
And it is a family business.
It is. As I said, my grandfather started the business. My dad has been in the business. Now Stacy really represents the fourth generation of our family business.
Let's go meet Stacy.
Yeah, I'd like you to.
So Stacy, you're the national sales manager for Heacock.
Yes, I am, and I love it. It's a great job. Every day I get to call and talk to great people about their cars and their passion for their hobby.
When you tell people that you can save them money on insurance, on their classic cars, what's their general response?
Well, normally I tell them to sit down first because I'm going to be their new best friend, and it's great. I mean, I save them about half about what they're paying on their regular car insurance and provide them with better coverage. You can't beat that. It's such a great feeling.
A lot of people don't realise that some of these later model cars can be insured under Heacock if it lives a collector car lifestyle.
Oh, definitely. We'll charge a very good premium, save them money, and have the same coverages that they can have on a collector antique car they can have on a brand new car.
Do you have any insurance for the guys with full-on race cars?
Yeah, we have a great policy called the STP policy. It's actually a storage, transit, and paddock policy while the race cars are in those situations. So when they're not racing, we can cover them for physical damage while in storage, while, if there's a fire or anything like that, while they're in transit and a collision may occur, or while they're in the paddock as well for theft if somebody comes along and steals a car. So
the same kind of insurance as you'd have on your own car, but just for a full-on race car?
Exactly, but there's a sizable dollar amount into those race cars that we know these days, so those investments need to be protected.
How do we get in contact with you if we want to insure ourselves under Heacock?
We have several ways. We have our website, which is www.heacockclassic.com. We also have a toll-free number, 800-678-5173, and we also work with about 2,000 agents across the country where you can work face-to-face with a local agent that can provide our services and products.
Do you have a classic car yourself?
Not yet, but I love my dad's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he has a 2005 Ford GT, and boy, do I got to drive it yesterday. I had a great time.
That's like my favorite car.
Shut up. Now I'm your new best friend, aren't I?
There you go. Well, if you've got a classic car and a collectible item, even if it's a late model, Heacock Insurance could be for you.